Adonai said to Moshe, "Tell the people of Israel to take up a collection for me. Accept a contribution from anyone who wholeheartedly wants to give. The contribution you are to take from them is to consist of gold, silver, and bronze, blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, fine linen, goat's hair, tanned ram skin, and fine leather, acacia wood, oil for the light, spices for the anointing oil, and the fragrant incense, onyx stones, and other stones to be set for the ritual vest and breastplate. They are to make a sanctuary, so that I may live among them. You are to make it according to everything I show you, the design of the tabernacle and the design of its furnishings. This is how you are to make it. They are to make an ark of acacia wood, 3 3/4 feet long, 2 1/4 feet wide, 2 1/4 feet high. You are to overlay it with pure gold. Overlay it on both sides, inside and out, and put a molding of gold around it on top of it. Cast 4 rings of gold on it and attach them to its 4 feet, 2 rings on each side. Make poles of acacia wood and overlay them with gold. Put the one into the rings on the sides of the ark. You will use them to carry the ark. The poles are to remain in the rings of the ark. They are not to be removed from it. Into the ark you are to put the testimony which I am about to give you. You are to make a cover for the ark out of pure gold. It is to be 3 3/4 feet long and 2 1/4 feet wide. You are to make 2 cherubim of gold. Make them of hammered work for the 2 ends of the ark cover. Make 1 cherub for one end and 1 for the other end. Make the cherubim of one piece with the ark cover at its 2 ends. The cherubim with their wings spread out above, so that their wings cover the ark. Their faces are toward each other and toward the ark cover. You are to put the ark cover on top of the ark. Inside the ark you will put the testimony that I am about to give you. There I will meet with you. I will speak with you from above the ark, between the 2 cherubim, which are on the ark of the testimony, about all the orders I am giving you for the people of Israel. You are to make a table of acacia wood, 3 feet long, 18 inches wide, and 18 inches high. Overlay it with pure gold, and put a molding of gold around the top of it. Make around it a rim, handbreadth wide, and put a molding of gold around the rim. Make 4 gold rings for it, and attach the rings to the 4 corners near its 4 legs. The rings are to hold the poles used to carry the table are to be placed close to the rim. Make the poles of acacia wood, overlay them with gold, and use them to carry the table. Make its dishes, pans, bowls, and pitchers of pure gold. On the table you are to place the bread in the presence of my presence always. You are to make a menorah of pure gold. It is to be made of hammered work. Its base, shaft, cups, rings of outer leaves, and petals are to be of one piece with it. It is to have 6 branches extending from its sides, 3 branches of the menorah on one side of it and 3 on the other. On the branch are to be 3 cups shaped like almond blossoms, each with a ring of the outer leaves and petals. Likewise, on the opposite branch, 3 cups shaped like almond blossoms, each with a ring of the outer leaves and petal, and similarly, all 6 branches extending from the menorah. On the center shaft of the menorah are to be 4 cups shaped like almond blossoms, each with its ring of outer leaves and petals. Where each pair of branches join the central shaft, it is to be a ring of outer leaves of one of their branches are to be of one piece with the shaft. Thus the whole menorah is to be a single piece of hammered work made of pure gold. Make 7 lamps of the menorah. Make 7 lamps for the menorah, and mount them so as to give light in the space in front of it. Its tongue Its tongues and trays are to be pure gold. The menorah and its utensils are to be made 66 pounds of pure gold, so that you can make them according to the design being shown to you on the mountain. You are to make the tabernacle with 10 sheets of finely woven linen, and with blue, purple, and scarlet yarn. You are to make them with cherubim worked in, that have been crafted by a skilled artisan. Each one is to be 42 feet long and 6 feet wide. All the sheets are to be the same size. 5 sheets are to be joined one to another, and the other 5 sheets are to be joined one to another. Make loops of blue on the edge of the outermost sheet in the first set, and do the same on the edge of the outermost sheet in the second set. Make 50 loops on the one sheet and 50 loops on the edge of the sheet in the second set. The loops are to be opposite one another. Make 50 fasteners of gold, and couple the sheets to each other with the fasteners, so that the tabernacle forms one single unit. You are to make sheets of goat's hair to be used as a tent covering the tabernacle. Make 11 sheets. Each sheet is to be 45 feet long and 6 feet wide. All 11 sheets are to be the same size. Join 5 sheets together and 6 sheets together, and fold the 6 sheet double in front of the tent. Make 50 loops on the edge of the outermost sheet in the first set, and 50 loops on the edge of the outermost sheet in the second set. Make 50 fasteners of bronze. Put the fasteners in the loops, and join the tent together, so that it forms a single unit. As for the overhanging part of the remains of the sheet forming the tent, the half sheet remaining is to hang over the back of the tabernacle, and the 18 inches on the one side and the 18 inches on the other side of the remaining is the length of the sheets forming the tent is to hang over the tabernacle to cover it on each side. You are to make a covering for the tent of tanned ram skins, an outer covering of fine leather. Make the upright planks of the tabernacle out of acacia wood. Each plank is to be 15 feet long, 2 1/4 feet wide. There are to be 2 projections on each plank, and on the plank are to be joined one another. That is how you are to make all the planks of the tabernacle. Make the planks of the tabernacle as follows: 20 planks for the south side facing southward. Make 40 silver sockets under the 20 planks, 2 sockets under one plank for its 2 projections, and 2 sockets under another plank for its 2 projections. For the second side of the tabernacle to the north, make 20 planks, and there are 40 silver sockets, 2 sockets under one plank and 2 under another. For the rear part of the tabernacle toward the west, make 6 planks. For the corners of the tabernacle in the rear, make 2 planks. These are to be double from the bottom all the way up to the top, but joined at a single ring. Do the same with both of them. They are to form the 2 corners. Thus, there will be 8 planks in their silver sockets, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under one plank and 2 under another. Make the crossbars of acacia wood, 5 for the planks of one side of the tabernacle, 5 crossbars for the planks of the other side of the tabernacle. The 5 crossbars for the planks of the side of the tabernacle at the rear toward the west. The middle crossbar halfway up the planks is to extend end to end. Overlay the planks with the gold. Make rings of gold for them throughout the crossbars will pass, and overlay the crossbars with gold. You are to erect the tabernacle according to the design which has been shown to you on the mountain. You are to make a curtain of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn in finely woven linen. Make it with cherubim worked in, that you have been crafted by a skilled artisan. Hang it with gold hooks on 4 acacia wood posts overlaid with gold and standing in 4 silver sockets. Hang the curtain below the fasteners. Then bring the ark of the testimony inside the curtain. The curtain will be to be divided between the holy place and the especially holy place. They are to put the ark cover on the ark for the testimony of the especially holy place. You are to put the table outside the curtain, and the menorah opposite the table at the side of the tabernacle toward the south. Put the table on the north side. For the entrance of the tent, make screen of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn and finely woven linen. It should be in color, the work of a weaver. For the screen, make 5 posts of acacia wood, overlay them with gold, and cast them for 5 sockets of bronze. You are to make the altar of acacia wood, 7.5 feet long and 7.5 feet wide. The altar is to be square and 4 4.5 feet high. Make horns for it on its 4 corners, and the horns are to be one piece with it, and you are to overlay it with bronze. Make its pots for removing ashes, its shovels, basins, meat hooks, and fire pans. All its utensils you are to make of bronze. Make it as a grat of bronze netting, and on the four corners of the netting make 4 bronze rings. Put it under the rim of the altar, so that the netting reaches halfway up the altar. Make poles of acacia wood for the altar, and overlay them with bronze. Its poles are to be put into the rings. The poles are to be on both sides of the altar for carrying it. The altar is to be made of planks of hollow inside. They are to make it just as you were shown on the mountain. Here is how you are to make the courtyard of the tabernacle. On the south side facing southward, you are to be tapestries for the courtyard made of finely woven linen, 150 feet for one side, supporting on 20 posts and 20 bronze sockets. The hooks of the posts that attach the rings for hanging are to be of silver. Likewise, along the north side, to be the tapestries 150 feet long, hung on the 20 posts of the 20 bronze sockets, with silver hooks and rings for the posts. Across the width of the courtyard on the west side are to be tapestries 25 feet long, hung on 10 posts and 10 sockets. The width of the court side of the east side, facing east, will be 75 feet. The tapestries for one side of the gateway will be 22.5 feet long, hung on 3 posts and 3 sockets. For the other side, there will be a tapestry 22.5 feet long and 3 posts and 3 sockets. For the gateway of the courtyard, there is to be a screen 30 feet long made of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn of finely woven linen. It should be in colors and work of a weaver, and it is to be 4 posts and the 4 sockets. All the posts all the way around the courtyard is to be branded with silver, to stand in the socket of bronze. The length of the courtyard is to be 150 feet wide, 75 feet everywhere, with the height 7.5 feet. The tapestry of the screen are to be finely woven linen, and the sockets are to be of bronze. All the equipment needed, every kind of service of the tabernacle, as well as the tent pegs for the tabernacle or for the courtyard, are to be bronze.